Hi, my name is Jamal Dabbeek. I am from Nablus, Palestine. I am assistant professor at An-Najah National University, and within Tomorrow Cities, I lead the project in Nablus City. So Nablus in the early 90s, and compared to today, it has the population increased by 8 to 10 times compared to the past. Also in the last 100 years, we could say that the city size, it's from 4 to 6 times larger than in 1927. So the city has grown several orders of magnitude, as well as in terms of expansion. We could say that the expansion and the development happens in a spontaneous way. Although there are already plans within the city, the development is always faster than the planning. The hazard profile within the city is subject to multiple hazards due to its proximity to the Dead Sea fault. First, second, it's a city that falls within two mountains, high slopes, so it's also susceptible to landslide hazards, and that also affected the Nablus city several times in the past, as well as the city is subject to flash floods. So there are many challenges within the city. Probably the most important challenge is the lack of jurisdiction and control over the territory. Nablus city, in terms of land and spaces to develop, it's limited because of jurisdiction issues imposed by the occupation. So because of that, the city is accumulating density, and that has been let's say, a limiting factor to development, and also related to other issues. Another challenge within the city is also related to the topography of the city. So the city lays between two steep mountains, and some of these places are not suitable for development. So most of the city actually is developing in between the valleys, where there is higher hazard and higher exposure to floods, as well as we know that in this region the city could be exposed to higher hazard of earthquake shaking. Something that is very particular about Nablus city, it's the presence of 3 refugee camps, internally displaced people. Those people came and settled in the city some time ago. However, they are vulnerable in general, in addition to to other socio-economic issues that are within the city. Okay. If 1927 earthquake happened today, which is called, by the way, Nablus earthquake, we expect lots of fatalities and damage in the city and in the region. We could say at the national level we expect 4,000 to 5,000 fatalities, not including, of course, economic damages. And that's mainly due to the increase in exposure. The population today is 10 times higher than the population in 1927. Also, there are other factors related to the properties of the built environment. So at the level of the building codes, we know that the Palestinian common buildings, or the construction practice, it is not appropriate, and there are things to be improved. At the level of the building code enforcement, although there is a building code, there is no quality control yet, and the level of building code enforcement still need to be improved. Also, there are some issues related to land use and construction law in the city, which could also lead, these policies could also lead to higher risk. So in general, although there is some improvement since 1927 in terms of type of construction, however, we have higher exposure, higher densities, and as well as other geopolitical issues that we are facing. Through Tomorrow Cities, we are looking to strengthen the collaboration with the local government, national government, and work closely with our communities, especially the marginalized, to reduce the risks for the future generation or to make future cities more resilient.